This past November, there were 23 deaths, with 2 occurring on Sunday, compared with 25 deaths in November 1972, 6 of them on a Sunday. December's total of 22 deaths with more than Sunday was better than the 40 deaths in December 1972, 3 of them on Sunday. Trooper Lloyd Olson, public relations officer for the Utah Highway Patrol, believes that the slow speeds are significantly cut down fatal accidents. We think that mandatory speed of 55 miles an hour in all probability will do this even more. If it does, that would prove that voluntary reductions will be a factor. In far too many fatal accidents, speed is a prime factor. It is reasonable to assume that everybody slows down and should be barren in future fatal accidents. I think with a mandatory speed reduction, safer cars, and if people would use their seatbelts, there is no doubt in my mind that fatalities would decrease by a tremendous amount. I also noted that the traffic fatalities nationwide were down 20% over the Christmas and New Year's holidays from predictions made by the National Safety Council. He said that the tech into the federal highway patrol officers, they said no big reductions in the traffic on 7 days and still accidents, but the slow speeds apparently are cutting down on fatalities. In comparing statistics, he was noted that there were 21 fewer deaths than 73 then in 1972, the worst year in Utah history. The past year, 362 people died in traffic accidents compared with 382 set in 1972. Going back to 1971, the deaths of the November and December are more comparable with those of the past year. In the same way, the November count was 24 and December 25, compared with the 23 and 22 deaths in November and December 1973. Monthly totals that generally showed 23 deaths in 1971, 31 in 1972, and 25 in 1973. Robert G. Ingersoll, director of the Utah Safety Council, said accidents have started to It's cold, snowy morning. You've been standing on corner on the avenues for about 45 minutes while waiting for a bus that never comes. That car pulls up and the driver says, he's a supervisor with Utah Transit 40 and the bus has been delayed and can he give you a ride downtown to catch another bus? It's part of the service that UTA sometimes provides after heavy snowstorms. The road supervisor car, the UTA, has 3 of them equipped with chains and radio communications out many to help the bus drivers when they get into trouble on stormy days. But John Rankin, general manager, thinks the good business to keep the riders happy too. To the customer appreciate the service? Well, T. McDonald, superintendent of transportation, if you've been standing on a cold, windy, miserable corner, how would you like to feel? I don't say all the women kiss the guy, but they sure do thank him. Rankin said the UTA isn't providing the free taxi service, but it disturbs them to think that the people waiting with no way of knowing that the bus can't get there. The bus driver liked that idea of the supervisors being stationed around town too, but giving them quick assistance in case of trouble. But Johnny Curran, an operator with 20 years experience, says not much in the streets, but the traffic that fouls you up every time. More to sleep the freeways. Calm down the D. Streets, and pretty soon they're lined up solid. In Ogden, and in several months of speculation, Representative Gunn McKay, Democrat of Utah, said today he will seek a 3rd term in the House rather than run for the Senate seat of Walt Stephan and Republican Utah. The former state senator said that the view of his harsh seniority, including membership on the Appropriation Committee, he feels that he can serve the people of Utah remain there. His announcement believes Representative Wayne Norton's Democrat of Utah and Donald B. Holbrook of Salt Lake Attorney is probably the leading candidates for the Democratic state nomination from the Senate. Owens has not yet announced, but in expected to be a few days. There has been little speculation about candidates for McKay's 1st district congressional seat, but State Representative Howard C. Nelson of Republican Utah Provo is known to have been definitely indicated. Nelson, Speaker of the Utah House of Representatives and a statistic at Brigham Young University. McKay's announcement came at the town. None of the speech and energy classes prepared for the delivery of the meeting at Ogden Rotary Club here. In Little Cottonwood Canyon, members of skiers planning to go skiing and out to snowboard and leave their autos parked at about the canyon. Don't cause fat park along the way at the mouth of the canyon are being ticketed and it could be towed away. Tuesday, the Salt Lake County Deputy Sheriff were studied parked cars that the owners will have to prepare to court highway patrol. Troopers were placed to tow away tags illegally parked vehicles. Law officers urged skiers to put their rides right down in the valley where the vehicles can be left without violating law. Ticketed legal parked autos will continue. Convicted voters are breaking the new 55-mile-an-hour speed limit may not be possible until the new signage is posted, according to Attorney General Freddie B. Romney. Anybody who wants to test the new speed limit and have an alcohol point that he hasn't received due because of an alcohol posting, Romney expecting today. Governor Rampton ordered a new speed limit to become effective last Sunday after passage of the National Emergency Act, which threatened states with loss of federal highway funds for non-compliance with the speed reduction. The changeover to the new signs will take a few weeks to complete, officials said. As of Tuesday evening, collectors and pledges totaled $1,798,615.48 869 away of a great Salt Lake campaign. Loyal Studer, Executive Vice President of the city, projected that the federal collections would be in a neighborhood of $1,810,000. If that proves to be true, the campaign $4 billion United funds would be about $180,000 short of the goal of this bill. 2.2 for 50 social welfare agencies. Federal collections last year were $1.730 million. Laura Whaler, Communications Director, said a final push is being made by volunteers, by the United Way staff, and businesses less than 15 points to make sure they would have not been overlooked. Salt Lake County Sheriff's cars have been saving county gas for the past 2 months. Officials were told today in the session between the officers and County Commissioners Ralph Brian McClure and Pete Cavaz. When the final figures were tallied, the Seminole Sheriff's Department expected to show a savings of were between 5,000 and 10,000 gallons of gas per month. Commissioners want to have up to half the 230 placed. Cars in the county motor pool. Sheriff Delmar Lawson said it indicated it could spare 70 cars for the pool, but the vehicles would have to be reserved for the deputies anyway. What's 8 minutes when you spend the day skiing? That's all the longer will it take to drive in Park City with a new 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. This time, perhaps the first to bring you up to date. This change drive time is located on Interstate 15 near State Street, and it's right there. Okay, Newsline in Washington. A Senate investigation subcommittee has launched a survey to determine the extent of wiretapping, recording, and other secret monitoring practices in the federal government. Subcommittee the subcommittee chairman Henry M. Jackson, Democrat of Washington, says the obtained questionnaire has been sent to the scores of government departments and agencies requesting information on all surveillance activities. Labor Secretary Peter J. Brennan has predicted that workers this year will want their pound of flesh and higher salaries that affect inflation, and I'm not saying they're wrong. Indignation was that the government may have sooner have to really abandon its 5% salary guidelines. Brennan rightly said about 1973 was a good year for workers, countering some labor union leaders when it said it was probably the most devastating year since World War II. Turkish state earning ministers will visit Egypt and Israel this weekend and end the negotiations on this engagement of military force along the Suez Canal. The White House said in the talks to Geneva have been stalled over the thorny side of the withdrawals, while increasingly secret dashes men erupted along both the canal and the Syracuse fire lines. The Internal Revenue Service expected to show grilling surely that could cost President Nixon about $30 in back taxes plus interest, 6% a year. The New York Daily News said today, the report says that 18% would rule that Nixon should have paid capital gains tax on a 1970 sale of it as part of his San Clemente estate.
There you go, 2 eyes. That's it, all miles gone now.
The Mariner 10 space explorer, more 15 million miles from Earth on its way to the Venus and Mercury, has developed a power problem that the craft to switch from the normal power system that its backup energy source. The spokesman of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California said. He said engineers do not know that the cause of the failure, but if the backup system fails, a $96 million mission would be doomed. The South Vietnamese Air Force has launched a airstrikes against communist supply lines and an outpost in the Saigon's first systematic drive to help North Vietnamese troop buildups. In Cambodia, meanwhile, government and insurgent forces battle to west and north of the Phnom Penh as Khmer Rouge's drive pushed within 5 miles of the capital and in the west to within 7 miles along the northern perimeter. The British government told the nation's 260,000 coal miners today they will not surrender to their pay demands. Lord Curtin, named by Prime Minister Ed Retief to the new crisis post of Secretary of State for Energy, said there is no single member by the governor who feels that there could be a settlement outside Phase 3. He referred to the anti-inflation curves, which are being contested by the man.
You ended up in second place.
There's a 29,000 railroad engineers. The U.S. dollar slipped in an early trading post today against European currencies, and the price of gold fell sharply at the gold beyond the dollar at record highs Tuesday has weakened because of what a London broker says it was a surprise outlook for the European balance of payment. Research about a reduction in postal price of Libyan oil. Gold, which stood at $130.50 an ounce on Monday, has fallen to $121 an ounce today in London. Here. In New York, thus, inflation worries and apparent snag in the Middle East. Peace talks sent stocks to a deep slide in the New York Stock Exchange today. Trading was very active.
Stay tuned.
Shortly before 2:30 p.m., the Dow Jones Industrial Average was plummeted 20.3 points to 8.948. The loss falls at 5 to 15.07 point plunge in a 30 blue chip indicator that at the previous session, Singapore's 500 stock index had fallen 2 to 93.97. Okay, on the sports now, Bill Markgraf. Age dictates that Troy Jones is Scott Jones' little brother. According to science, fact that it isn't so. Scott is 6'4", senior swingman fighter. Utah basketball trades at 6'9", redshirt sophomore center for Brigham Young. They're virtually sure to be on the Utah special event center hardwoods at the same time Saturday night tip-off. It's time for the top for the Utes and Cougars at 7:30 p.m. Scott, the starter Troy usually does not start at the clock playing time. In a game, my little brother would be just like any of a big man like me, sent a wisp of granted it's usually serious face.
In a clinical trial, Eliquis was proven to reduce the risk of stroke better than warfarin.
Impress defense, more consistency and productive scoring from 3-4 lines instead of 2. That's ability to be the main needs of the Salt Lake Golden Eagles entered in the second half of Western Hockey League season, and they are to match or better their second place finish of last season. The Eagles scored in 1917-2, breaking in 5th place, 10 in Thursday night Salt Lake Pals encounter with Seattle and Maine. Game that marks the halfway point of the season. Last year, the Eagles had a 19-10-7 record and were holding down in first place at the halfway point. The team had completed its 1917-2 mark. It's likely the most exciting and explosive hockey team in the Eagles' history. The 5th place tenant is deceiving since the Eagles are only 5 plays out of it.
Ask your doctor today if Eliquis is right for you.
Best. Currently, 3 Salt Lakers: Lyle Bradley, Gary Colton, and Larry Petty are among the WHL's top 10 scorers, with Bradley the leader as even a dozen. Eagles have been scored more than 20 points, indicated that just how exploded the team is.
Toyota's official website for
It's nice to hear, and you don't hear it too often, but Bruce Seals is a pro basketball player that still has his dreams, only 20 years old. He's still young enough. I want to start one of these days and become a big name in pro basketball like a Willie Wise or Sam Betty said the Utah Stars Wiki and want to get a reputation as one of the best. It's hard of the first year. I'd like to get people my respect, shooting the jump. I can put more of it. Being game in the mind, game this way. Roger Brown gained his respect. He can both drive and shoot the like jumper. No one is going to back enough. Seals' idea that 6'9", 210 power forward is already living up to his expectation, and Stars said for him when they signed him last September he has potential for sure. The Stars were 25-15 go after their 8th straight win tonight against Wilt Chamberlain's San Diego Qs. 7:30 p.m. at Salt Palace. So it'll be Johnny Newman's first game with Utah and the last appearance of the year with the Qs.
I'm willing to if you guys are. What do you see?
OJ heads NFL All-Pro selections. San Francisco Trent delivers wheels on amateurs and 62 years too late for Jim Ford was having the National Collegiate Athletic Association convention Tuesday when the group voted to permit an athlete to play as a professional as one sport and competed in the college level and others. I say a favorite was a reaction of John McKay, football coach at the University of Southern California. New York, the Texas Rangers selected shortstop Russ Bowling Jr., son of a former Major League Open and baseball's in a winter free agent draft today. Sponsored with his nephew of Montreal's Gene Match of the Expos and played collegiate basketball at the University of Southern California. He had been selected twice by the Expos, twice by the Boston Red Sox, and once by the St. Louis Cardinals in the previous draft, but each time Smiley rejected the bid, preferring to continue his education. And Holiday make that mistake about it. And friend is in trophy hunting every time she picks up her bowling ball. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I never won a trophy in my life. For 12 years I have been bowling and I haven't even come close. She smiled as she placed her 6-year-old bowling ball in a black and white ball bag. She fought for a moment. Wait, I could take that back. I come close today. If I had won today, I would have won the trophy at the end of this year. Today's competition was the last of the first half of league play. One team lost by 6 to 7 points. I really blew it. I said with an air of disbelief. But we got excited. You could say the adrenaline was flowing. You know, she had a certain disbelief. I even below my average. I said you have a 134 average. It gets worse every year. Well, right now I have a 125 average. But I wouldn't stop bowling for anything. The friends that you have, the recreation that it provides, the exercise that it provides, the competition, all the too important to me. Bennett, I enjoyed it very much. I don't think you have to win to enjoy it. You know, thoughtfully, my husband Bob doesn't even bowl, and he can't beat me in bowling. Practice, I never practiced a day in my life. I don't think it would help. Don't get the wrong idea. I bowl with good bowls. Members of my team include Maury Cole, who has a 148 average. Brady Sutter had Solstead. Imagine that would have been one just game trophy and haven't won that trophy. As was however we lost all 4. It's not the important most bowlers up most enjoy it as much as I do because when Cody's being down in a few balls can win. She got good as you prepare for summer outdoor activities, swimming and water skiing. That's good for her, and that's what I'm Bill Marker. Okay, now on to the weather now. Here now is Mark Eubank. Take away, Mark. Thank you very much. I would have showed the displays on the board, but the computers have gone haywire. So we'll get to just the national forecast here. Fair skies over much of the eastern seaboard today with a couple of batches of rain showers in South Carolina stretching out in northern Alabama down for Tennessee and Kentucky. Batches of clouds from Louisiana stretching down for central Texas and down for western Texas down for southern ports of New Mexico down in northern Mexico. And low pressure centered in Louisiana, high pressure centered in upstate New York and western Wyoming. And snow flurries in northern Missouri and eastern Colorado. And below zero temperature readings for much of the northern plains. So our forecast for Salt Lake City and vicinity will go like this. Cloudy today, tonight and Thursday, too cold. Highs today, mid-20s, and Thursday near 30 degrees. Low tonight near 0 degrees. For Utah, cloudy today, tonight and Thursday. Some snow, southeast today, and a few snow flurries in the northern months of today and Thursday. High 25 to 35. Low tonight, 5 above to 5 below. Eastern Nevada, cloudy today, tonight, and Thursday. Snow flurries in the mountains today and Thursday. Highs 25 to 35 degrees. Low 5 above to 5 below. Southwest Idaho, fair and cold today and tonight. Chance of snow showers. Thursday, highs teens to the low 20s in both days. Low tonight, 5 to 10 below 0. Southeast Idaho, cloudy and cold today and tonight. Light snow Thursday has 0 to 15 above both days. The lows tonight, 5 to 25 below. 5-day forecast for Utah. Friday, Friday, Sunday, very cold with a chance of snow showers at times. High 15 25. Low 5 below to 5 above. Sunrise Thursday, 8:52 a.m. Sunset Thursday, 6:19 p.m. Comparative temperature: Salt Lake City Tuesday, high 27, low 1, mean 14, normal 28. A year ago, high 21, low 4 below. All-time high for the month, 61. All-time low for the month, 22 below. And that's gonna be it for weather. And that's gonna be it for the KUTV. The Scene at 5 on this January 9th, 1974 on a Wednesday. I'm Peter Woods alongside Bill Malcorp and Mark Gibbons. Anyway, for good evening. Coming next will be the MC Nightly News. We'll be back for the Scene at 6. Have a good evening.